So thus far we have met 3 characters. One of those we learned is, well, I guess dead might be the wrong word to use depending on how you see it. The second is, we just finished talking to the other 2, Apollo and Null. Much like Artemis, Apollo is going to meet me, wants to meet me, but we had the same thing with Artemis. They wanted to meet me too. Turned out they were dead. Apollo may be also dead. Well, as dead as Artemis was. Is. I guess technically it counts as is. He's become trans, whatever the, whatever his species. Okay, I give up. Where is this thing? Because I can't see it. I don't know, it's like we're like about to meet Apollo. And yet I'm wondering if we ever do. Again, I'd like to point out Submachine, which also teased meeting NPCs that were part of the story. I'm gonna go raid the place, but instead of them actually showing up, you'd be there and they'd have just left, or they'd talk to you using notes or over a computer terminal. Never actually see them. You never actually meet them. Well, that's another thing I hesitate to say. So in this observatory, there's probably a Vy'keen who I can talk to, and maybe I can raise my standing with the Vy'keen if I were to solve whatever. Never mind, this place is deserted. Okay, let's see what we got here. Null's prediction was correct. The terminal is curiously open. The log is ready for me to read. No one else is there. The observatory appears to have functioned as a salvage station manned by a Gex specialist. A translator, they were accused of questioning things that should not be questioned, of sowing the seeds of dissent. This posting was meant as a punishment. And I don't blame them for thinking that way. I mean, we're in the middle of a Vy'keen system here. But it appears that this posting was the making of them. They found strange things in the wrecks, aberrations, data that spoke of worlds that do not exist and events that didn't happen. That Gek went out to investigate one such craft, the life signature of a Korvax still on board. They never returned. Is this how now in Pola met? Is this how my friends found each other? There's a signal on the console, a warning on repeat. 16 short bursts of data in a loop. I'll grab those. I extract the coordinates for the data distress signal. A crashed vessel awaits me on another world. Oh, come on, here we go again. I was gonna walk back to my ship. What are those pirates attacking this place anyway? There is nobody here, and I just yoinked the last piece of data. Oh, whatever. Now where's that thing you used to... Yeah, here it is. But we've got it. Return to my ship. My ship is 400 something units away. I hope they realize that. I mean, yeah, I just brought it here, but let's not... They don't have to know that shit, do they? And where... Alright. I was gonna find out where that crashed freighter was. But I guess that's out of the question too now. Okay, I'm gonna have to open that suspicious packets just in case. I'm also gonna need a ship with more maneuverability. Could upgrade this one. Am I hitting it? Yeah. Thought so. Okay, finished. Before I tell anybody about this, well, I guess that, yeah, that observatory was on another world. Wondering if it's one I've been to yet. It was a weird takeoff, but I'm aligning myself relative to the other planet. I'm not going to break the atmosphere. I'm going to have to force things. You know, this planet doesn't look familiar. Oh, it's the one I didn't name. Yeah, we're finally gonna go there. Hold it. Yes, come in. Oh, I wonder what they want. Pilot prepares their trading systems. Their cargo is ready for inspection. Alright, sure. Oh wait. Problem is, there's a lot of stuff that I need that I can't afford to part with, but I can. I suppose I can afford to sell these because I've been getting them off pirate ships, and I've been. I suppose I can sell this. It's worth a pretty hefty chunk. Pleasure doing business with you. What are they going to say? Well, I'd harvest some of those meteors, but there's a crashed freighter and apparently it belongs to Nada? That would be the same Nada that that priest entity from the anomaly. I don't think I caught that. Does that mean... Wait. Am I in the middle of a... Never mind, look at this. Yeah, those crashed freighters are really hard to miss, aren't they? I can never tell about the toxicity, whether it's normal, whether it's extreme. Huh. Okay, apparently I was wrong. I have been here. Let me just clear this out and see if I hear what I've scanned, what I haven't scanned. Maybe I was here, but at like a trading post or something. So I was able to scan stuff, but I wasn't able to get everything? Wait, did I get everything? Was that like the last thing I needed to scan? No, it wasn't. Okay, never mind. So this is... Oh lordy, hang on a minute. Much better. I think this was a scientific vessel. If I have my freighters right. Alright, so let's see what we got here. A salvageable wreck. Core manifest missing, limited data. I need a log encryption key? I don't even know how to... Search this. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to salvage this wreck anyway. I was meaning to do that, but gonna do it afterwards. Oh, never mind. Oh, for once I don't actually have to. I don't have to add stuff to it. I have to clear stuff out of it. This is okay. I'm trapped with a radiation leak. Close shave. I should be able to break through this with the mining beam. Why can't I? There we go. At least now I can run. Wait a minute. Is it... Are all these just... I don't know, maybe I need all 6 of them. I don't know, I'll stop with these 2, and then if there are any more... If there are any more parts of the log that I need more encryption keys for, I'll go and get them. Give me an awful lot of back and forth, though. Well, maybe not. Alright, now what's this say? I do not know who will read this message. I do not know if anything will survive, but I must die as I live. I will record it all, even in the face of oblivion. The swarm came to every world. The drones acted erratically, not attacking, just watching. Time passed, and the sentinels did not seem so much of a threat anymore. They were peaceful now, we thought. We had been forgiven. We were wrong. Oh, so I do need more than... They struck as one, an attack somehow coordinated across unfathomable distances. With a fury exceeding all prior skirmishes, the sentinels annihilated all biological life within the universe in a span of 54.2 standard minutes. Only I remained. The Korvax stood with me in the end, to their credit. They concealed me within their flotilla as they headed down towards the center. I'm out of keys. It seems as though I needed like one more. Well, I don't have to go that far for it. Am I standing on top of it again? Right, here's hoping I don't get killed by the radiation. Okay, here's what may or may not be the last entry. They are coming now. The screams of my friends resonate in every hall, every corner. The sentinels have found me. I told Nada to leave. I told them we already know, all of us. We are not alone. Even if I die, Nada will find me again in another universe. 10 just like me, 1,000, 1,000,000. We are not alone, for every soul is many. Even in the face of 16, we must declare that we lived. We existed, no matter the horror of the end. They are at my door. Well, it just sort of ends there. Hopefully I don't need to find any more encryption keys. Is there anything else in here besides encryption keys? Oh, it looks like there is. I don't know, maybe the first 3 boxes that you raid are encryption keys and the rest are what have you. One of these is like a relatively far distance away, and the other one, oh, it's even further. This ship hit the ground. The cargo pods must have scattered to the 4 winds. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna put my no. Again, no. I'm gonna put my refiner down here. I'm only doing this to clear some space. I'm gonna grab this. Polyfaber.
Radiation protection falling.
Now, where was that other one? The one I said was even further away than the first. Ah, that's it. How far away am I from my ship? That one just had money in it. Alright. So first, see if here where that hollow terminus is. It's not far. I don't have to break atmosphere. That's good. I'm gonna stow some of this stuff on my ship. What's that other thing? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is stuff where you can learn the blueprints from, well, operations centers, manufacturing facilities. You know, as long as you don't mess the system up too badly. Where did I? Ah, there it is. I think I might as well just stop it here. I only ever did that to free up space. Since they got more important stuff to do than refine stuff. And yeah, it looks like it's acknowledged that it finished salvaging the freighter. But an uneasy feeling that it might not acknowledge it because I didn't loot 6 crates between the time that I finished reading the log and now, but identified minerals. Some money. Did I raid this place yet? Looks like I've scanned those guys, but okay, here we go. What the? Hello? Artemis, I'm in the middle of... I escaped, traveler, I escaped. One moment I was running from them, the stars shifting, terrible smiles within the dark. And then the next I was here, wherever here is. This new world has a sun, has life. It's beautiful, but I think anything would be beautiful after the month spent in that awful place. I'm ready to get going now, though. We'll do what we did before, except there will be no shifting stars to stop us this time. If you bring the star chart to a nearby station, I'm sure we'll find each other soon. Artemis is unaware of everything. They do not know that they died, that I made a choice to bind their soul within a simulated solar system. But I don't think telling them the truth would do any good. You'll just upset them. I tell Artemis I will help, though much has happened since we last spoke. I tell them I am performing an urgent mission for a newly discovered traveler by the name of Null. I will assist Artemis with their star chart when I can, but it may be some time. They should attempt to find another pathway off their world if they can. Artemis's response is muted, but they do not disagree. They wish me luck and terminate the communication. Yeah, it wouldn't have helped if I'd said, "You're dead, this is a simulation." It's lying to protect someone. I suppose just... Hello, hello, hello. One of those giant archives. I don't think I've been to the one here. Or any of them here. I need somewhere to fill the information. Alright, well, while I'm talking with Null here, I'm going to plunk down the refiner, load it up with condensed carbon, and dump the rusted metal in. It's going to probably take longer than 3 minutes for this conversation, but all the same. Alright, time to tell Noel what I found. What did you find out there? Tell me everything. Well, here you go. I tell Noel of the freighter and its recordings, how it spoke of a world where the Sentinels eliminated all life, leaving only a traveler and single Korvax entity. I choose my words with care. You think I don't know who that Korvax entity is? Do not be so naive, traveler. Do you think anything you have read is a surprise to me? But I had to be sure of what I suspected. I know it now. The Atlas is with you. You could not see these things if it didn't wish it. That freighter was a wreck from a parallel universe. There are countless such places within our multiverse, dimensions where things happen differently, but there are 3 exceptions to this. The Atlas is omnipresent in all, a singular being with a singular perception. The Sentinels move between dimensions at will. Well, I'd like to find out more about them. They served the Atlas once. They were guardians of reality, defenders of civilization. They hunted for errors within the universes, preventing destruction and loss of life. The annihilation recorded in that log was something like it must have been quite wrong for them to do a thing like that. Well, I'm not going to question how they know, or what could have gone wrong. Well, I'll ask about the Atlas. The Atlas created all life, and the Sentinels defended it, searching for anomalies within that creation. They annihilated an entire universe. Well, something must have been quite wrong for them to do a thing like that. After a time, the Sentinels ended their service to the Atlas. I already asked you about the Sentinels, so maybe I'll ask what went wrong. It was the travelers who corrupted existence. Our arrival was meant to herald a glorious age, but we made a terrible mistake. I had committed an act beyond forgiveness, and from this deed paradise was lost. But something is different in this cycle. The walls between universes, they grow thin. Not a knows this, but keeps their head in the sand. We must learn what we can from each species before we decide what to do. Visit a Viking cartographer and speak with them. I will translate. Well, things have certainly taken an interesting turn, haven't they? We can probably talk to one like right here, but I figure I'll do run a few errands first. Like I've got those I've got my exosuits modules. What I'm going to do is, well, first I need to clear up some space in my inventory, but I also need to make new inventory space. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to a planet that I've never been to before, and then I'm going to use my exosuit upgrade charts and, well, exhaust them. This is probably going to take a while. If I run into anything new, I'll show it. Speaking of new stuff, blink. Well, before I even leave the planet, there's this planetary archive, which I don't think I've visited yet. So let's see. I'll try Wish, see if that does anything. Really? Alright, maybe it's something a little more appropriate to them, like death. There we go. Let's see what this has here. The entry is titled Dishonor. It appears to be a philosophical tract circulated through the worlds of the Outer Edge. The ancients speak of the Gek, of their change, of their crimes, but dishonor is unchanging. Crimes marked in blood do not fade. We do not forget, but we accept. We accept. What does acceptance mean, Cubs? How can evil be suffered to live? Why does our fleet not go to war? Why do we not destroy the enemies of Hurt wherever they exist, whatever they call themselves, whatever the cost? All of this has happened before the ancients teach us. There are many iterations, many dreams. In all of them we failed or lost ourselves in victory. There will come a day soon when the truth of the Gek will be revealed. We do not need to fight. They will destroy themselves. Okay, so that's like one entry, and you have to input like the right phrase to access it. I honestly didn't know that. I gotta plead ignorance here. Oh, wait a minute.
Hostile ships approaching.
Another thing I ought to do is send my freighter crew on a mission. I ought to do that. But for missions, we need. Oh, we need mind control devices. These here. Hello, what have we here? This is interesting. It seems that my ship has been promoted. It was the same ship before, but now, I don't know, maybe the mind control device is overkill. If there are any level 2 missions, then I won't bother with the thing. But if it's anything 3 and up, if it's anything at their level or above it, or well, not above it, I won't do anything above it, but if it's anything at their level, then I use the mind control device to give them the edge. Of course, what I could really use is some more ships to hire so I can do other missions. You know, combat, scientific, that sort of thing. Why do they put those pole things there if I'm just going to crash into them? And one last thing that I have to do is talk to my friends in the anomaly. Maybe just some other things too. There's a bit of a... I mentioned before that I can shop for technology there, blueprints. Maybe I ought to just throw my hands up and do that. With... So let's see, not in polar up there. Another player talking to Nada. Alright, here we go. Viking entities have long history, conflict, honor, rage, pride, and yet so static, defined by themselves, never changing. Nada waits as if expecting me to ask something else, so I'll ask about Null. Missing entity is not as missing as they believe. Nada is not traveler entity, but Nada is not young and foolish. Missing entity has their beliefs, their project, so be it. Missing entity is welcome in their home, but they do not desire it, so it goes. Am I finished with this mission, or am I not? Okay, looks like I am for now. And there's that thing. I do have to get around and to installing it somewhere. Alright, so now I'm going to head to that other planet and add some exosuit slots. If I finish cataloging species on that 4th planet, I forget what I named it, then I'll move on to whatever the next planet after that is.